ഹായ് ഫ്രണ്ട്സ്, നമുക്കെല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയാം വളരെ വല്ലപ്പോഴും മാത്രമേ തിയേറ്ററുകൾ ഇങ്ങനെ പൂരപ്പറമ്പാക്കുന്ന സിനിമകൾ നമുക്കുണ്ടാവാറുണ്ട്. പക്ഷേ ഇവിടെ ഒരു സിനിമ ഒരു 6 മാസം, ഒരു 7 മാസം, എക്സാക്ട്ലി പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ 7 മാസം മുമ്പ് വന്ന് ഓൾറെഡി ജനങ്ങളുടെയൊക്കെ മനസ്സിൽ സ്ഥാനം പിടിച്ച, ഇന്ത്യ ഒട്ടുക്കെ സ്ഥാനം പിടിച്ച ഒരു സിനിമ പൊന്നിയിൻ സെൽവൻ PS1 രണ്ടാം ഭാഗവുമായിട്ട് എൻ്റെ ഫുൾ ക്രൂ എത്തിയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. നമ്മളെന്താ പറയുക, നമ്മളതിലെ വാരിയേഴ്സ് ആയിട്ടും പ്രിൻസസ് ആയിട്ടൊക്കെ ഉള്ള എല്ലാ ക്യാരക്ടേഴ്സിൻ്റെയൊക്കെ ആ ഒരു വേഷത്തിൽ കണ്ടതാണ്. ഇന്ന് വളരെ ടച്ചിങ് ആയിട്ട് എല്ലാവരും എത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട് ഇൻ ദ കംഫർട്ട് സോൺസ്. അപ്പം നമുക്ക് എല്ലാവരിലേക്കും പോകാം. കുറേ പൊന്നിയിൻ സെൽവൻ 2 വിശേഷങ്ങളിലേക്ക് പോകാം. It's an absolute pleasure to be back here. If I remember, today is 20th. Last 20th of September, maybe somewhere around 6 to 7 months back, 7 മാസം മുമ്പേ നമ്മൾ PS1 ഇതുമായിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് ട്രിവാൻഡ്രത്ത് കൂടി. There was a beautiful event. There's so much of energy was there, and I still have that goosebumps with all those videos with every one of you.
No, we felt the same. I think now full promotion start aanadanga Trivandramla.
Correct.
The love we received there, there's so much of love and so much of positive vibes that you all gave us. So first thing, the interview vandade first I want to say nanni for everybody.
My hometown, okay, that's why.
All the more special. And to you also, you did a fab job there.
Thank you so much. My pleasure, absolute pleasure. പക്ഷേ ഇവിടെ വരുമ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് ഏറ്റവും വലിയ ഇഷ്ടം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ നോർമലി സ്കൂൾസിലും കോളേജസിലും ഒക്കെ ഈ സ്റ്റഡി ടൂർസിന് പോവും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയൽ വിസിറ്റ്സിന് കോളേജസിൽ പോവും. ഇതൊക്കെ ചിലപ്പം എൻ്റർടൈൻമെൻറ്റിൻ്റെ ഭാഗമായിരിക്കും, സ്റ്റഡീസിൻ്റെ ഭാഗമായിരിക്കും. പക്ഷേ അതൊക്കെ ഒരു ഓവർ എ പീരിയഡ് ഓഫ് ടൈം വി ഓൾ മിസ്. പക്ഷേ ഫിലിമിൽ ഫസ്റ്റ് ടൈം ഐ എം സീയിങ് ഇറ്റ്, എ ഹോൾ ക്രൂ കമ്മിങ് ഔട്ട് ഫ്രം ദ ഡയറക്ടർ, ഫ്രം ദ മാസ്റ്റർ. ഇത് ഇഫ് മണി സർ വാസ് ഐ വുഡ് ഹാവ് ബീൻ ടെല്ലിങ് ഒരു മാസ്റ്റർ അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ഏറ്റവും പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട ശിഷ്യരെ എല്ലാവരും ആയിട്ട് വെച്ചിട്ട് എല്ലാ ഹാർഡ് വർക്കും ചെയ്യിച്ചിട്ട് ഒരു ട്രീറ്റ് ആയിട്ട് going around all the cities, visiting all the places.
So right. Right.
And coming to PS2, അത് തന്നെയാണ് ഫീല്. ഞാനിപ്പോൾ എല്ലാ ദിവസവും നെറ്റ് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ ഒന്ന് വിക്രം സാർ ഇന്ന് എന്താണ് ഔട്ട്ഫിറ്റ് ഇട്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്, ജയനവി സാർ എന്താണ് ഔട്ട്ഫിറ്റ് ഇട്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്, കാർത്തി സാർ എന്താ ഇട്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്, ഐശ്വര്യ എന്താ ഇട്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്, ശോഭിത, തൃഷ, ലൈക്ക് എവ്രി വൺ. ഇറ്റ്സ് ലൈക്ക് എന്താ പറയുക, ഫസ്റ്റ് കാണുന്നത് നിങ്ങളുടെ ചാർട്ടേഡ് ഫ്ലൈറ്റും പിക്ചേഴ്സുമാണ്. അത് ഹോൾ നേഷൻ ഈസ് ആക്ച്വലി ലുക്കിംഗ് ടുവേർഡ്സ് PS2. അപ്പം വിൽ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് വിത്ത് PS2. കമ്മിങ് ഫ്രം PS1, PS2 ഹൗ ഇസ് ദ ജോഷ്?
Hi, sir.
We were all looking forward to it. First time PS1 promotion பண்ணும்போது we knew மச்சா PS2 definitely chartered flight. Actually we are growing after all that hard work.
First time chartered flight illa
we travel public. But this time also our travel is also hectic, so it's not a luxury, we have a necessity. But exactly happened like how we wished. Like PS1 was big, and definitely PS2 is bigger. That's the feel we all have already. We feel very positive about it. ഇതിലെ ട്രെയിലർ വന്നു. ഫസ്റ്റ് PS1 is always like, ഒരു പടത്തിൻ്റെ ഒരു ഇന്റർവെൽ ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്. There's so much of continuity which is pending, which is there in their mind, and people have got their own permutations and combinations in their mind, and few shots which have already been there released on trailers കുറേ ഷോർട്സ് ഉണ്ട്, നമുക്ക് ഓൾറെഡി കാണാം. അതിലിങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ട്, എന്താ പറയുക, അരുൾമൊഴി woman character, it's like പോയോ തിരിച്ചു വരുമോ, who is helping her, someone helping her out, who is, those things are there. And on the other side, ആ സോങ്ങിലാണെങ്കിൽ വരുമ്പോൾ Trisha is putting a sword in front of you and you are blind flow. Yes.
That also gives another this thing. And what happened to the Vikram sir's character? There's so much of questions which have been pending. So are all these getting answered over here, or you might even get pushed to 3? What is it actually?
PS3 വരുമല്ല.
ഇവனுக்கு PS3 വേണം.
PS3 വരുம்போது ரவி சார் கிட்ட தான்
எல்லாம் அங்க பாயிண்ட் ஆயிடும்.
No, we felt really happy to be part of the whole team, and particularly PS2 la unanswered questions ellame answer agum,
and more questions will be raised. Actually there's some more questions also which you won't, in life also you don't get answers for everything. எல்லா கேள்விக்கும் லைஃப்ல பதில் கிடைக்கிறது இல்லை. அதே மாதிரி தான் இதுலயும் இருக்கும். சில கேள்விகளுக்கு பதில் கிடைக்கும், சில கேள்விகளுக்கு கிடைக்காது, அப்புறம் புது கேள்விகளும் வரும். It's like that.
But I personally wish even after 6 months or 1 year you guys again come back tour with a PS3. We all wish.
But not in 6 months definitely.
It take more time.
So Aishwarya, how was it for you? Aishwarya എങ്ങനെയാണ്, ഇവിടുന്നാണ് തുടക്കം, മലയാള സിനിമയിൽ നിന്നാണ് എല്ലാം സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തത്. ബീങ് എ പാർട്ട് ഓഫ് എ ലേബിൾ Manisa, Maniratna movie, you're a part of Maniratna movie. And a character, ഭയങ്കര സോൾഫുൾ ആയ ഒരു ക്യാരക്ടർ. ആ ഒറ്റ ഷോട്ടിൽ ആ ക്യാരക്ടറിൻ്റെ ഒരു നാച്ചുറാലിറ്റി ഭയങ്കര റിവീൽ. അതായത് Mani sir was waiting to pick you. It was something like that. How was that experience?
എനിക്ക് ഭയങ്കര ബ്ലെസ്ഡ് ആയിട്ട് തോന്നി എന്നെ ഈ സിനിമയിൽ പിക്ക് ചെയ്തതിലും എനിക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു ക്യാരക്ടർ തന്നതിലും ആൻഡ് ഐ തിങ്ക് ദി എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഞാൻ ഭയങ്കര ന്യൂ ആക്ടറാണല്ലോ കമ്പാരിറ്റീവ്ലി സോ എനിക്ക് ടു ഗെറ്റ് ദിസ് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഓഫ് വർക്കിംഗ് വിത്ത് ഓൾ ഓഫ് ദെം ടൂറിങ് വിത്ത് ഓൾ ഓഫ് ദെം ആൻഡ് മോർ ദാൻ ഓൾ ഓഫ് ദിസ് സാറിൻ്റെ അടുത്തുനിന്ന് ഒരു സീൻ സാറ് ഡയറക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ അതിൽ ആക്ടറായിട്ടിരിക്കാൻ പറ്റുക, സാറിൻ്റെ പ്രോസസ്സ് കാണുക, ഇതൊക്കെയായിരുന്നു എനിക്ക് ഏറ്റവും വലിയ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഈ സിനിമയുടെ ഭാഗമാകാൻ പറ്റിയില്ല. അതിൽ ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾ തിരിച്ച് അതൊന്ന് നോക്കാനും അതിലെന്തെങ്കിലും റീസ്ട്രാറ്റജൈസ് ചെയ്യാനും ഒക്കെ ഈ സിനിമ എന്നെ ഒരുപാട് ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്.
Super. And how was it that combo scene, like when Vandidevan how was that chemistry? It worked out so fast, and he's he's a charmer, like if it's from Paya or like any particular movie for a chance.
No, but he was like my class leader. Like ഞാൻ ക്ലാസ്സിലെ ലാസ്റ്റ് ബെഞ്ചർ ആണെങ്കിൽ സാറ് ക്ലാസ് ലീഡർ ആയിരുന്നു. സോ അപ്പോൾ മണി സാറിൻ്റെ ഫുൾ വഴക്ക് വാങ്ങിക്കാണ്ട് രക്ഷപ്പെടാനുള്ള ടിപ്സ് ഒക്കെ പറഞ്ഞു തരും. യെസ് ഞാൻ ലാസ്റ്റ് ടൈം വന്നപ്പോഴും ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു, ബിക്കോസ് വാസ് AD ഇങ്ങനെ നമുക്ക് ഓരോരോ കോഡ് കളർ കോഡ് പറയും. യെല്ലോ ആണെങ്കിൽ ചോദ്യം ചോദിക്കാം, വലിയ കുഴപ്പമില്ല. ഓറഞ്ച് ആണെങ്കിൽ അടുത്തേക്ക് പോണ്ട, ചിലപ്പോ പണി കിട്ടും. രണ്ടാണെങ്കിൽ പോരുത്, ഇറങ്ങിക്കോ. ഇല്ല കളർ കോഡ് സിഗ്നൽ, ട്രാഫിക് സിഗ്നൽ പോലെ അങ്ങനെ. അപ്പൊ അത് സാറിന് അങ്ങനെ ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല.
But I'll sometimes say red, don't go. But still she'll go and talk and she'll get blasted.
പക്ഷെ അത് മണി സാറല്ലേ, സാറല്ലേ.
കിട്ടാൻ വേണ്ടി
അതെ കിട്ടിയാലോ അതിലും ഉണ്ടാവും എന്തെങ്കിലും.
And Shobhita, coming to this part, like in that particular one song was so nice, so rich. And tell me, like you are also first time into the Mani Ratnam's frame. So how was it feeling like?
It was such a privilege, such a pleasure. Obviously, every actor aspires to work with a filmmaker like that. What made it really special for me is the fact that he did not stand on a high ground as a god trying to give me gyan. You know, he was a collaborator. He was a team player, and it makes you feel very welcome. It makes you feel supported. It makes you feel encouraged. And I think that is a special quality. Even though he's so accomplished, his collaborative spirit is what makes it really special for me.
Nice. And Ravisa, ഞാൻ മേക്കിംഗ് വീഡിയോയിൽ നിങ്ങൾ രണ്ടുപേരുടെ ഒരു ഫൈറ്റ് സീക്വൻസ് കാണാറ്. നിങ്ങൾ പായ് കപ്പലിലെ ഇതില് like you're coming down, you're falling there, all these kind of things. So how was that sequence making, if you can recall that some
I don't want to recall. Because see, everything is created storm, we all know by how filmmaking works, but that season was konja cold season. ஸோ அந்த தண்ணி ஒரு ட்ராப் பட்டால் கூட அதில் வி ஹாவ் டு கிளைம்ப் இந்த இதெல்லாம் ரோப்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்கும். பட் த ப்ராப்ளம் வித் தட் இஸ் வித் த ஸ்டார்ம், வித் த வாட்டர் நோபடி கேன் சிங்க் ப்ராப்பர்லி நம்ம கிளைம் பண்ணுறதெல்லாம். ஸோ நானும் கார்த்தியும் கிட்டத்தட்ட ரியலாகவே கையை வச்சு இப்படி பிடிச்சி தான் ஏறணும். அது ஏன்னா கால்லாம் வைக்க முடியாது, அப்படியே தான் போய் ஏறணும். ஸோ பாதியில் ஹேங்கிங்கில் அதெல்லாம், தட்ஸ் வை ஐ டென்ட் வாண்ட் டு ரீகால் ஆல் தட். இது வந்து ரொம்ப கஷ்டமான ஒரு சீக்வன்ஸ்.
எவ்வளோ டைம் எடுத்தது அந்த ஷெட்யூல், லைக் ஃபுல் டைம் தண்ணியில்?
கிளைமேக்ஸ் ஆக்ஷன் வாஸ் 10 days
ஈஸிலி. யா,
பிகாஸ் மணி சார் என்ன சொன்னாருன்னா, எனக்கு ரொம்ப சிஜி இன்டென்சிவாக வேண்டாம், எவ்வளோ ரியலாக பண்ண முடியுமோ அவ்வளோ வேணும். ஸோ வந்து இப்போ ஆன் கேமராவில் கெட் எவ்ரி திங் லைவ் ஆன் கேமரா. இப்போ ஒரு கப்பல் உடச்சிருக்குன்னா நெக்ஸ்ட் டே வந்து பார்த்தா அந்த ஷிப் உடஞ்சி பாதியாக இருக்கும். ஸோ வில் பி ஸ்லைடிங் டவுன் ஆஸ் வி ஆர் டூயிங் தி ஆக்ஷன். So made it very difficult for us. ஏன்னா மணி சார் ஈஸியாக இருந்தால் பிடிக்காது. So he makes it as difficult as possible.
I have noticed that about
and when you see in the frame itself, like even before CG anything, it looks so real.
I saw one shot of he also shouting like, I mean, you do that.
Actually the slide I have to catch the rope. So that's the sequence. So அது ஸ்லைட் ஆனால் போயிட்டே இருக்கும், அந்த ரோப் மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டா. திடீர்னு காத்தி ரவி உள்ள போய் விழுந்துட்டேன் நான். இதெல்லாம் அடி இதெல்லாம் உள்ள போய் ரவி. Then you know what Mani sir did? This is actually nice. Let him climb and come back. You go help him pull the prince out.
அது ஷார்ட் ஆகி
அது நெக்ஸ்ட் ஷாட் எடுக்கலாம். முதல்ல காப்பாத்துங்க sir, please let me out. So it was fun.
And especially being a kind of a period film, like you will all have that kind of a dialogues will have a different kind of the modulations and lengthy dialogues, and Tamil also is like Tamil, like a bit more real Tamil into it. So how easy or how rather difficult is it like to perform when you're working with so many actors, like timing is there, like big dialogues are there. അതെങ്ങനെയാണ് നോർമലി ലൈക്ക് അത് എപ്പോഴും ഹിക്കപ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവാറുണ്ടോ? ഐ ഡോണ്ട് നോ, യു ആർ ലൈക്ക് പ്രോസ് ബട്ട് സ്റ്റിൽ
with Mani sir you're so prepared. Shooting போய் அப்போ பண்ற விஷயம் எதுவுமே கிடையாது. Nothing is by luck. Everything is hard work and preparation. So before shoot 3-4 months we had preparation. இப்போ நாளைக்கு action sequence பண்ண போறோம்னா இன்னைக்கு we have a full rehearsal that day. We both have a dual fight. That evening we'll have a rehearsal. So அங்க போய் adding more, trying to prepareலாம் கிடையாது. When you're standing here, you're already prepared for the scene 3 months before. So you don't have any hiccups.
Yeah. And we have proper reading sessions.
Yeah.
So on the reading sessions, Mali sir, he'll first want you to look at the dialogues and read it out, not memorize or whatever. Okay. So anga, even if we don't want to read, he'll ask somebody else to read our dialogues and he will see how we take it. So adnala we're well prepared for it. So there is no hiccups during the shoot.
And normally, especially for all these action sequences, no, because lengthy action shots are there. How is normally for what is the kind of the work schedule he normally goes like? Is it a continuous kind of? If it's action, it's a continuous this thing. Like it's like the climax of that action will be the first, the mid will be between.
Mostly it will be in order. But the important part is normal work which takes 10 days for some other director, he'll do it in 3 days. That's the speed he works with.
So naanga vandu fast forward la we have
I still remember എനിക്ക് first day of shoot la afternoon ആയപ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് you remember there was water entering into the island. So നമ്മൾ അപ്പോൾ ഇറങ്ങിയില്ല എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അതെ ഹൈ ടൈഡ് വന്നിട്ട് ഐലൻഡ് പോകും. അപ്പോൾ അവിടെ നിന്ന് നമ്മൾ ക്ലിയർ ചെയ്ത് പോയില്ല എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ then nobody can go back until the next day ഈ ടൈഡ് ഇറങ്ങുന്ന വരെ. അങ്ങനെ നിൽക്കുന്ന സിറ്റുവേഷനിൽ what happened was I thought we are wrapped for the day. രാവിലത്തെ ഷൂട്ട് കഴിഞ്ഞ് I thought this is the first day of shoot. അപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് സാറിൻ്റെ വർക്കിംഗ് സ്റ്റൈൽ അങ്ങനെ അറിയില്ല. സോ സാറ് പറഞ്ഞു പൂങ്കുഴലിയും വന്ദിദേവനും ഈ ബോട്ടിലേക്ക് കയറ്, രവി ഓക്കെ കയറ്, രവി വർമ്മൻ സാറ് കയറ്, ബാക്കിയുള്ളവർ പാക്ക് ചെയ്തോളാൻ പറഞ്ഞു. സോ ഐ തോട്ട് മേ ബി വി ആർ പ്രിപ്പയറിംഗ് ഫോർ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഡേ. ഐ ആക്ച്വലി തോട്ട് യു റിമെമ്പർ എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു രവി വർമ്മൻ സാർ ഹാഡ് വൺ മോർ ക്യാമറ ഓൺ അനദർ ബോട്ട്. സോ വി വർ ഡൂയിങ് ദ സീൻ. ഈ തുടക്കത്തിലുള്ള സാധനം പൂങ്കുഴലി ബോട്ടിലേക്ക് കയറിയിട്ട് അവിടുത്തെ ആക്ടിവിറ്റി ചെയ്യുന്ന പോലെ ഈ മീൻ ചട്ടി കൊടുക്കുന്നു, പുള്ളി അത് കുക്ക് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് എടുക്കുന്നു, അങ്ങനത്തെ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ. ഐ ആക്ച്വലി തോട്ട് നമ്മൾ റിഹേഴ്സ് ചെയ്യാന്ന് നാളത്തേക്ക്. Just he shouted at me saying rehearsal. No, we're shooting. That is Mani sir for you. Come what may, he will shoot. He'll make sure അന്ന് ചാർട്ട് ചെയ്ത സാധനങ്ങളൊക്കെ അത് എടുത്ത് തീർക്കും sir, and he'll make the impossible possible. It's great. Yeah.
That is why he's still Mani Ratna.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And even അപ്പം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മൊത്തമുള്ള ഷൂട്ട് ഷെഡ്യൂൾസ് ലൈക്ക് കുറേ നല്ല ഫൺ മൊമെൻറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവും, ജോളി മൊമെൻറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവും, ചില നൈസ് സീക്വൻസസ് ഉണ്ടാവും. ഏതാണ് ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ നിങ്ങളൊന്ന് റിലാക്സ്ഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ളൂ, ഈ ഷോട്ട്സ് ആണല്ലോ വരുന്നത്, അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ചിന്തിക്കുന്ന ഏത് സീൻസ് ആയിരിക്കും? ലൈക്ക് ഇറ്റ്സ് ലൈക്ക്
அது கார்த்தி சீன் இருக்கும்போது நான் ரிலாக்ஸ் ஏன் சீன் இருக்கும்போது கார்த்தி அப்படிதான் இருக்குமே தவிர நம்மளோட ஷாட் வரும்போது
இல்ல nobody was relaxed.
even what will be the scene like
no he expects so much out of you that you will never feel relaxed, but that won't feel like a pressure. அது வந்து ஒரு கிரியேட்டிவ் ஒரு ஹங்கர் மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். ஸோ அதனால பிடிச்சி தான் எதையுமே நாங்கள் செய்கிறோம். அதனால ரிலாக்ஸ்னா നാങ്ക റെസ്റ്റ് എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ தான் റിലാക്സ്.
ആൻഡ് കാർത്തി സാറിന് ആക്ച്വലി ഇതിനകത്തെ ക്യാരക്ടർ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ലൈക്ക് ഒരു ഇയാൾ എപ്പോൾ എവിടെയെങ്കിലുമൊക്കെ ചെന്ന് ആളെ നൈസാണ്, ക്യൂട്ടാണ്, എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒരു ലവബിൾ ക്യാരക്ടറാണ്. പക്ഷേ ഇയാൾ എവിടെയെങ്കിലും ചെന്ന് എന്തെങ്കിലും പ്രശ്നത്തിൽ പോയി പെടും, மாட்டிக்க இல்ல அப்படிதான் போயிட்டு
அதான் பிரச்சனைல போய் மாட்டிக்கிட்டு அதுக்கு அப்புறமா எப்படி வெளிய வரதுன்னு யோசிக்கிறது. போறதுக்கு முன்னாடி யோசிக்கிறது இல்ல.
கம் அவுட் ஆல்சோ ஆஃப் இட்.
யா ஆல்வேஸ் ஹி கம்ஸ் அவுட்.
ஓகே, இது வந்து லைக் ரியல் லைஃப்ல இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கேரக்டர் தான் கார்த்தியா? இல்ல
முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு நான் மாட்டிக்காம ட்ரை பண்ணுவேன். மாட்டிட்டா கஷ்டம். பட் definitely not as smart as Vandidevan.
No, okay. And normally how was the reaction from like the Surya sir or like Joe ma'am?
They were all very proud of this film. When they watched this film, they said I'm very proud of Tamil cinema because so many of us are inside the film. For 3 generation actors, all top technicians, எல்லாரும் சேர்ந்து ஒரு படம் அவ்வளவு பெருசா பண்ணும்போது they felt so proud that you are a part of that film.
Absolutely.
So they are definitely very proud.
Even while shooting, Surya sir called and he said you won't get this time back,
enjoy,
have a great time, enjoy ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு he used to encourage us during the shoot.
Absolutely. And there was, I mean, the Karthi sir already இதுக்கு முன்னாடி 88 எல்லாமே மட்டம் சார் கூட ஒர்க் பண்ணியிருக்கு. நீங்கள் ரெண்டு பேரும் புதுசாக தான் கூட வந்திருக்கு. Even Jayachitra sir, you have been working so much of movies with many top directors and technicians. So seeing it from outside, so at some point of time you also would have been thinking like, I mean, at one point of time I would do a Mani sir movie or Mani Ratnam movie. And when it happened, you never know when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So you will always have a feel like, I mean, how will I be like, I mean, how will I perform in a money? I don't know if I'm talking correct or not, but
Very, very correctly. Yes. Please continue. Yes.
no,
I want to hear.
Because from say everyone who is so much of passionate into movies,
Yeah.
the first thing is to somewhere get into movies, to like at least to be a part of it at some point of it. Maybe even people will do different ways to get into a film as a part of a film. But this and all will be the ultimate climax where if you have been that lucky to be part of a Madisa movie. So that moment I want that real
Yes,
from
yes.
the actor genre.
I mean, whatever you told is true. I felt all that, and then I'm continuing now, because if you've seen all my old interviews, whenever they asked me which director you want to work with, my answer was always Mani Ratnam sir. And the universe heard. It gave me two, not one. PS1 and PS2.
And
How lucky am I?
absolutely.
So I will thank the universe and nobody else.
Super. And Shobhita, coming to you, like, I mean, you've been more into like Mumbai, or like you've done Malayalam movies, Kurup and all you've done, but still again you've been considered as a part of Bollywood, Hindi movies. Now we are seeing more of you into like South Indian movies. Like, so how is it for you? What is your POV from to South Indian cinema, South Indian languages and movies and the films we make over here? Like, how was it actually?
You know, it's actually so interesting. In Bombay, I'm a South ki ladki. In Chennai, I'm like, she's Telugu. In Hyderabad, she's done this Kurup in Kerala, no? So somehow I feel like my identity has been the other wherever I went. So I find home between action and cut, and there is really no difference wherever I am, whatever I'm shooting. I think it matters that you really feel for what you do, and I've had such a privilege to work with amazing actors. Even in Malayalam, I worked with Nivin in Muthon, DQ in Kurup, wonderful experiences. So I think I just count my blessings and stay focused on the many things that I want.
Absolutely.
Actually, no, it's so sad that, you know, we judge her by the films that she do, but she's definitely not like that. She is from Vizag. She's a very South Indian girl, but the films that she's chose to do have all been very serious. So people are thinking, no, she's only one type of film she does, but actually she's not. She can do anything.
Correct,
In fact, in
correct.
this film, I think she's danced the most than anybody else. And, and she has an entirely different image, whereas we always assume from what we see, you know. It's very sad, but see, I've opened it up for you now.
I'm so touched.
And
I
so
actually wanted to clap. I lived between action and cut. That was
I
Very
clapped.
poetic,
Inside I clapped.
you clapped. Me too.
Okay, some techniques which you adopt, like how you come out of the character, something of that sort. Is it like that?
Hey, no. I meant that she answered very
Okay.
eloquently.
Okay. What I thought was like certain actors use certain techniques. I heard of it
I have
from
no
different
technique.
interviews. Like,
I have nothing.
I have no technique.
I had even closely watched Lal sir, and what is it coming?
I
can't
don't
find
think
anything with
anybody
Lal sir.
has,
See,
figured out his
I
technique.
personally, I don't know whether it's correct or not, this going out also, but it's like, I mean, I felt like, I mean, somewhere in the body, a touch. I noticed that. So I started chasing almost everyone.
Oh.
But the same touch won't work for you.
No, that
Each
isn't-
person has their own touch.
No, it won't. And coming to every one of you, like, I mean, for you, like, if you're telling, like, I mean, one Mani Ratnam movie which you would like say, like, I mean, you would say your most loved, followed Mani Ratnam movie, like everyone.
Iruvar
Iruvar.
and Iruvar is my most favorite, and Maunaragam. Maunaragam Divya especially is one character I wish I could have done.
There are possibilities of so much of remake.
If- No. Never touch a Mani
Never touch a
Ratnam
classic.
film. Never touch a Mani Ratnam film, please.
I think for me, any day Iruvar, I would love to keep watching it, especially the flashback I think I would keep playing it again and again and keep watching it. But I would love to keep PS2 as my most favorite. I'm hoping
Yeah.
it'll be.
Absolutely.
I love how they use black and white and
Yeah.
to
Iruvar is
Fantastic.
timeless
differentiate
classic.
the cinema thing.
Some things when it's happening, we don't realize the importance of it. No? And when you cross over it, then you realize, wow, that's something else. It's like that.
Iruvar for me, but Nayagan.
I was also going to say
Nayagan. There are so many, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show me that.
Iruvar, because it's the first Mani Ratnam movie that I watched as a kid, and I think it really influenced the way I saw beauty.
Oh,
I think people who want to become filmmakers should watch that film.
Yeah.
absolutely. There is a small connection with the Iruvar. If Manisar or Aishwarya ma'am was there, I should have shared it, but still I'll share a small bit of it. I don't know whether it's interesting or not. School times. Iruvar's one episode has been shot near to my house at Trivandrum.
Wow.
At Trivandrum, school portions Trivandrum shoot here. So we kids, I mean, myself and my friend, we went to the school. So it was like that when the whole school was at that particular time barricaded. Only thing which is out is like it's a Mohanlal movie, it's a Mani Ratnam movie, and the biggest news was that Miss World is doing the lead character. Miss World is doing the lead character. So Mani Ratnam sir, like we will anyway get him like so many shoots will happen. Mohanlal sir is Trivandrum, Cochin is always there. No? That particular feel. No? I still remember, if I'm okay to share, if you
please.
found it interesting, then
Yeah.
I wanted to share with Mani sir and then I forgot that.
We will
time.
forward it. Don't worry.
So what happened was like, so myself and my close friend was there. So we went directly to the entrance and they were not permitting anyone of that. Even the local boys over there, that particular said, we have been tried for so many 2-3 days and you are not even from our place. You are coming from soon. There is no chance you can go in. Okay, chumma they started like irritating us, but every day we'll come over there, seeing that to see a glimpse of Aishwarya Rai. It happened. Then we thought like, I mean, she's gonna be here for just 2 or 3 days. You are anyway not gonna get her. So if you really need to do meet her, you need to do something because no one is gonna help you out. You know what we did? It's an old school. The school is still there. It's an old school and we went through the whole, it's like a blueprint. We covered this whole school. Then we understood that there's a small line which goes to the backside of the school. This is small. You won't even notice it. So what we thought is like, there was a cycle over there, Hero Ranger if I'm right. So we parked our cycle over there. We climbed that particular area and it went to a like wall. And what we can see was that was the backside of that particular shoot place, that school. And you can see so much of arc lights and all these things kind of thing happening over there. And then we both were like, I mean, macha, yenna, kila povama. So because you have to jump this thing. And you can't come out because you're now standing in a kind of a steep, kind of this way, but that the other side is too steep. You know, at times, no?
Aishwarya Rai, like, chala.
You-
I will jump too.
jumped.
Oh my
So
God.
we both jumped. So then what, our script was like that, Macha, idhil yarkum namma theriyadu. Okay, we are nobody over there. So you talk to me, I will talk to you. We will go in such a way that, and you see whether she's around.
How old were you?
It will be like around 10th or like plus 2 or
15 years.
Yeah, that time.
17 years, okay.
That time.
So passionate.
Seriously. But the target is, it is like that. We need to beat Aishwarya Rai. Okay, so this is like behind the school. It's an old government school. If I'm getting bored or something, just let me know. Okay. So backside of the school. So it's very dirty and all these kind of things. We are just moving in. So suddenly we saw 2-3 people noticing it. We just move forward, and suddenly someone called from the back. We were passing it, someone called from the back. Appo Tamil da, Thambi konja help pandriya. Even I don't know Tamil properly. Appo that was she looked like a Aya kind of this thing. Appo I just I just responded, and then behind her there came the girl. I would say a girl literally. Okay, in a half sari davani, and she came to us. You should visual that. She came to us and asked me, "Inge toilet inge irukku." Seriously, this is a real time incident which I'm telling. So the major problem which I faced that first was the way we jumped. No, that was from that particular toilet area. Okay, and I just can't introduce that washroom for Miss World, for sure. I won't make it happen. Okay, that was the major point. This thing was, I told her like, actually we came here to meet you. That is the first thing. But the saddest part is that is a toilet, this only toilet which you have in the school. But we really don't want you to go over there. Okay. So finally she said, that's fine. Okay, nice meeting you. We met, we saw, we shared this hilarious discussion. We went out. And the return is the most humor one. We can see Suhasini ma'am over there, they're fine. We can see Manisa was there busy with the shots or something. We didn't see Lal sir that time. So we were somewhere inside the set or something, and people started noticing him. Who are you? We told that, we just skipped the way and all these kind of things. Then it was like, go out. Get out of the place. So they were just, it was like literally throwing you out. And inside scene is like you have to be throwing it. You have been thrown out of it. It's a normal practice. No? Normally you are intruders.
Thrown out.
So the climax, Karthi sir, the climax, what happened is like the door is getting opened. That door where we normally come, when no one makes us inside. And all these, the local boys over there, who used to commend us were there. And then we said, Macha, either time, switch
Slow motion la
Oh my God.
So this was my river moment.
story.
Coincidentally, it came at
Nice.
Hope I didn't bore you, but I thought like
Everybody who meets Aishwarya Rai will have a story to tell.
Yeah.
And
We
we'll-
also have,
yeah,
no?
I have. But I've told it.
We are never saying it.
He'll go search in YouTube and watch it.
And so it's like every day, like yesterday you're there on Delhi, today in Cochin, tomorrow on Chennai.
Yeah.
Chennai, and 28 till 28 you have been busy traveling around. How was the response like? You've been to Chennai or Bangalore or Kochi or most of the times, but this time it's like, you're entering a totally different area, even like last time, like north. How is it feel like? How do you feel like being part of a movie and traveling around?
Even the last time when we traveled everywhere, there was so much of vibe and positivity, and we're feeling the same vibe. And in fact, I think today we'll know how extra it is today.
Because
I
they
think today is
already
going to be
know
the first
film.
public event for us.
I think last time they cheered us as Jayam Ravi. This time they're cheering us as Punni and Selvan. Same
Wow.
with every
Absolutely.
character. Right?
Absolutely. And they're in love with all the characters.
That's the love we got from
That's so
PS,
true.
yeah.
So true.
And actually, I would love to also ask, because they are not here right now, but still, Chia and Vikram sir and Nandini, those characters, the other pivotal characters in. How was it working with them? Especially, I think Vikram sir is actually, he's a good prankster, or he's very soft in the
He's
sense. or
extremely
like-
friendly.
how is it?
He's
He's very
extremely
friendly.
friendly.
Very
Yeah.
care.
He's very jovial.
Yeah.
Takes care of everybody, not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the co-stars. I've noticed how he treats his staff.
For everybody, it's not just the actors.
Yeah.
In the sets, if there is anything somebody needs, I think he'll be the first person to
Yeah.
go stand there
Takes
and
care
help.
of us. Yes.
Yes.
So you all, PS3, or if that kind of thing is going to happen, so you will be busy with so much of producers will be already been there with you, because they have been trying you for the past 2-3 years. So how is it going to happen, like a movie like PS3 or like a big movie with multiple actors? Any chance of that happening? So rather than a web series,
Karthi is the closest to Mani sir.
he can make it happen.
He can make it happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wish, make a wish, make a wish.
Every 6 months, every 1 year, or at least once in 2 years, everyone should. meet
No, we'd
together.
love to work together, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
True. And for all the people who are gonna come to the theaters on 28 for PS2, so much of there are so many people who have read the novel like Punni and Selvan. They are coming with this. I know all these things. They are coming with that kind of this thing. There are other people who would love to see what is going to happen, and the others would love to see how the book differs from the way a maker has made it visually.
Yeah.
So what is that one liner which each and every one of you would love to share to the audience at this point of time?
I think more than anything, this is it's like a joint family inviting you in for a celebration. Part 1 was the introduction, and part 2 is the story, is the fun, is the drama, it's the sentiment. So I think it's going to be a fun ride.
Right, sir.
See, I think PS1 was like a trailer. This is going to be the main picture. Whatever I said was cliche, but it is very true.
I think what you want to expect, or what you're supposed to expect, is all there in the trailer. Manisha has given all the dots which are going to come in the film. You just have to go and watch how all this is going to happen. He's so confident. He's opened up and given you all the high points of the film, PS2. But he knows he has so much more in his kitty, and that is definitely going to.
So that is why it fits to this way. So if
Yeah.
this is it, what is going to be there?
Yes.
Yeah.
So definitely we know that, like Ravi said, the main drama, the entire meat is in the PS2. And you're going to see the peak of each character. All the characters are going to peak in part 2. And there are things which are not in the book, there are things which are in the book, and there are so much more questions that are going to be answered and raised. So definitely it's going to be a fantastic experience.
Absolutely looking forward, Aishwarya.
ഏപ്രിൽ 28-ാം തീയതിയാണ് റിലീസ് പാർട്ട് 2-ൻ്റെ. പാർട്ട് 1 ഒരുപാട് നല്ല റിവ്യൂസ് കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. പാർട്ട് 2 പാർട്ട് 1-നെക്കാട്ടിലും നല്ല സിനിമയാണെന്ന് എനിക്ക് ഉറപ്പുണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തീർച്ചയായും തിയേറ്റേഴ്സിൽ വരിക, എൻ്റയർ ഫാമിലിയോടുകൂടി വരിക. ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി എ ബ്രില്യൻറ്റ് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഫോർ ഓൾ ഓഫ് യു.
So everyone, every friends across the universe who are watching this on your mobile phones or your television sets or your iPads or your whatever gadgets, be there on 28th for PS2. They're going to rock the whole movie universe. So much of thanks, a big thanks and thanks to each and every one of you. Pass our love to Manisa, Aishwarya ma'am, everyone, Vijay and Vikram sir. And looking forward, and do visit us, come often, even not with PS2 and other movies. You can come back, this is your own
Of
place.
course.
sure.
Definitely.
You always
Thank you
had
so
so
much.
much love from Kerala.
Yes.
Thank you.